Today, the community celebrated the life of inventor, businessman, and entrepreneur Alex Dreyfoos, who passed away in May. Family, friends, colleagues, and community leaders filed into the Kravis Center for the Performing Arts for a celebration of life held inside Dreyfoos Hall, the auditorium named after Alex. He was the visionary and the force behind the Kravis Center, which opened in 1992.
Not only was he a visionary, he was just a Renaissance man. In modern history, I don't think anyone has impacted the quality of life in Palm Beach more than Alex did. He touched so many people in so many ways.
I saw many former CBS 12 News employees at today's service. Alex was the owner of this television station when I was hired in 1991. He was a great boss, and we were friends until his death. Here's a look back at his extraordinary life.
We have to deal with that.
Alex Dreyfoos proudly gave me a tour of the Kravis Center's $50 million expansion project a few years ago.
This rebuild has done several things. One, which we get more accolades about than anything else, more ladies' rooms.
More ladies' rooms. That's always a good thing, right? The expansion increased the Dreyfoos Hall lobby by 6,000 feet and improved a pedestrian-friendly plaza outside.
So we really wanted to increase the visibility for people coming by here. So we're particularly proud of how that entryway looks. In fact, you're going to get a Christmas card from me which features the building.
Oh, is that my Christmas card this year?
Yes.
I love it. I look forward to that photo every year. In 1963, Alex created Photo Electronics Corporation, or PEC, to manufacture electronic equipment for the photographic industry. In 1973, he bought what is now WPEC, CBS 12 News. Whenever I talk to people who work there a long time, Carl, or people who have left, and they talk about their time at the station, they always remember that every Friday you handed out the paychecks.
Well, I wanted to know the people. Yeah, I mean, I love people. I love being involved with people, and that was a nice way to do it. We had Polaroid pictures of all of our employees, and of course I start off not knowing them, but you do that for 2 or 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden you do know them, and you could have some conversations and learn a bit about their background, which is a good way to also see which direction you want to encourage, your employees to be part of.
He sold WPEC in 1996. It was a pleasure to give him a tour recently. The engineer in him was fascinated by the technological advancements and how that has changed what is now possible. What do you think?
I'm impressed. Things you can do with technology today that you couldn't do back then. That's just impressive.
Yeah. And then while you're looking at everything, what feelings does it evoke? Do you have any?
No, it makes me proud that you've taken such good care of it and you've taken advantage of the technology, yeah, and that you're still the one to turn to.
An avid scuba diver, photographer, pilot, fisherman, and yachtsman, Alex and his wife Renate spent years traveling the world on their yacht. He gave up flying and sold his planes when he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. His was a life well lived. Alex found a passion for mechanics, photography, the arts, and electronics. He found purpose in spending 13 years bringing the Kravis Center to fruition, as well as many other philanthropic causes. He was a true gentleman, and our community is a better place because of him. Alex, you are missed.